And we are live, I think. There we are.
Let's check.
We're live. I checked.
Okay.
Twitch and the platform we don't talk about while we're on Twitch. Because I think you get in
What's
trouble
the
if you're a higher
platform
level
that we don't
streamer and you talk
about?
about the platform at YouTube.
Oh,
But I'm not a partner, so it doesn't matter. I'm just an affiliate or whatever. Anyway.
I see.
What's going on, viewers? Today we're going to be writing some code.
Oh, you're really picking up after the premise.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't like doing that.
I hate the new you. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair enough. Anyway, I'm just gonna get started. Like, I'm tired of doing intros and waiting for people to show up. I'm not like some mega streamer that can just do that. I'm just gonna get started and then people can roll up as they will. And looks like I already have 3 viewers. One of them is you. One of them is me. So
Welcome.
That means we have a real viewer. What's going on, real viewer?
They left.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Oh, what am I doing?
Edit publishing
Markdown -parser. This is what we want. ./a.out. This is where we got to last time. It's got different attributes, text, and the thing. And it's parsing the entire document, just finding the headers. So where do we go from here?
Well, it's only Tuesday, so I didn't really read a whole lot, but we're parsing it, right?
Yep.
We should tokenize it as well. We need to make the tokens for each case, right? So hashtag, double hashtag, triple hashtag, 4 hashtag, 5 hashtag, etc., etc., etc. And we can do that with an enum if you want.
We have an enum.
We do? Oh, empty text.
Yeah, MD text,
Okay,
MD bold,
cool.
MD italic, MD monospace. I'm gonna do one of these. Let's see. I enter. QA escape. QA I enter. Q. Nope. Escape. Q. At A.
So basically our plan is we'll need every case, and then we'll need to handle every case, obviously.
Yep.
And then we'll need to deal with code blocks. We'll need a thing called a state machine.
Yep.
And then since we're only putting into a data structure, you don't have to deal with anything like an assembler or anything like that. So yeah, that's really all we really need. We can put it into a data structure that contains the tag, like the tag name or the tag, and the item, like we're already doing.
That thing we've already got,
basically.
yeah. So
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. So we have MDH1 and 2, 3. We already have those. We can reorder these, no problem, since it doesn't matter. So MD text will go first, obviously, just raw regular text. Each 1, 2, 3, and it goes all the way up to 6. So we'll go 4, 5, 6. Then we have block quote, nested block quote. So we'll do MD block quote. I already have that. And then we can do nested block quotes, but I think I'll just be a block quote inside a block quote.
Yeah.
All right. So then we have list item, MD list item. And then we can do those inside of each other. So then we have, that'll be difficult to render, but we can do that. Then we'll have MD unordered list. Ordered list. Then what do we have? Horizontal line. Horizontal line. MD. Those are all 3, okay. So then we'll just do a comma here. And then we have bold, and italic, which will just be a bold inside of an italic. I'm not going to worry about that. We can copy those bad boys up. And then we have monospace,
exactly.
which is the code, which is the short code. Then you have the long code.
So
MD
for
long
link and
code.
image,
Yeah.
link and image we can handle it with reserved keywords too if you want.
Link. Yep. So we'll do link and image.
Then of course we gotta do tables, footnotes, heading IDs, strike throughs, definition lists, emoji. Do we really need to do emojis?
So we'll do MD strike through. What else is there? Okay, so these are the ones that we can just probably do for the most part, straight up. And then these ones are ones that have to be done within the context of a line. This one is going to require our state machine. And then this one, these are going to be special cases, right?
Yeah.
Easy.
On top of link and image,
Medium.
additional special cases might be
Hard.
like a strike through or something. No, we don't
Strike
need to
through
do
is in the
this.
medium list, and it's pretty easy, right?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
So I think
Um,
we tackle the easy ones first, right?
right.
So an unordered list, the hard part comes in the rendering of it, I think. And we'll do that last, just for funsies.
Are we actually going to be rendering stuff? I thought we were just putting into data
I
structure.
mean, we'll be putting it into a data structure, and then we have to render it later. I mean, this whole thing is to get it
Oh,
working on
okay.
the play date,
Right.
which I don't
Right.
know if you're going to stick
So
around that long.
this will be a back and then we'll have a what are we going to do Objective C and build a UI?
No, it just runs on the play date.
Okay.
How do we do this? There we go. Yep. So it still runs. And then it's just attribute 0 and 1, I think. Yeah, attribute 0 and 11. Why is it 11? Oh, yeah. Wait, no. It should be 0 and 1. Did I name this something else? GCC main.c rm a.out gcc ./a.out. Why is the h1 showing up as 11?
It's a good question. Are you sure it's not an H2 showing up as 11 and it's somehow grabbing both?
It really wants that to be an 11. So this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Putting this MD bold, which shouldn't be right.
Oh.
We're making these, oh, oops. Fixed it.
Nice.
So we should add some block quotes to see if MD block quotes are working.
Yeah.
Because I wrote this, it should work, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just edit input. What did I call that? Test file.markdown. So we'll just make a couple of these block quotes. We'll make the last line a block quote. And we'll make this line a block quote. All right. And we got attribute 7. So we got
Nice.
1, 0, and 7. Yep. So that's good. So we have heading 1s and we have block quotes. So the problem is we need to distinguish between a heading 1 and a heading 2 and a heading 3 and a heading 4 and a heading 5 and a heading 6, right?
Yeah.
So I suppose within this case, what we can do is we can just do a attribute, and then this will be a, Jesus, really didn't like that. This will be of type of md parser slash md parser dot h. So this will be of type md adder. This will be md adder, which will be an attribute enum tag to refer to type. Yeah, we'll do that. Oops. Space code action equals count hashtags. Now we'll do get heading level, and then we'll pass in that line, right? And then within this function, which we'll need to define in mdparser.h, we will need to do a md adder get heading level, and then it will take in a char of 500 size. We'll have to figure that out later, how to make that dynamic so we don't have to borrow a bunch of stuff. And then we will put in the md adder. Or sorry, not md adder, attribute. And then why is it bitching at me? md parser in included file must use enum tag to refer to type md adder. What? Why do I have to do that? Can I not just say the attribute? So that's an md adder. That's an md adder. Get md text takes a md adder. So why is it still complaining? There we go. Gotta specify that it's an enum. So once we've done that, then we just need to define this get heading level. So we'll just do a, let's see, enum md adder get heading level takes in a char 500, which we'll have to fix later. So then what we do is we do for I, let's see, int I equals 0. Stop me if I'm doing something wrong. I is less than 500, I plus plus. And then what we'll also want to do is I is less than 500 and, whoops, where's my and key? And we'll call this input, and input at I is not equal to nil. Not nil. Null. Null. Comparison between a pointer and integer. Backslash 0. then we will heading level. We'll declare an integer int heading level equals 0. Right? Actually,
Right.
since we're only getting into that, we'll say 0, and then it'll count up. We'll just say if input at I is equal to the hashtag symbol, then heading level plus equals heading level plus plus, and then else we will break switch on heading level. I forget how to do a switch. Is it this? Whoops, not this. Is it this? Yeah, and then we'll do case 0 case 1, it'll be return md h1, and then we just do that for the rest of the cases, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Should do the trick. I would imagine.
2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Turn H2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll do a default. Return md h6, and then why is it so mad at me? Expected semicolon at the end of.
Oh, syntax error.
Yep.
Somewhere.
Oh. Go has me spoiled. If input at I equals that, heading level plus plus, else break. This should do it.
That's it. So.
All right. Write that bad boy, GCC, and we'll get fancy with it, and ./a.out. So
Or dump.
we're attribute 2, attribute 7, attribute 0, attribute 1 should be somewhere at the top. Got an attribute 2. So this is a second level header. Do I not have a first level header in this whole thing? What's this thing called? Testfile.md. I do have one at the top. Let's do another one right here. Hashtag test first level header. Also, what's going on, people in the chat? Sound off. Say hello, please. Also, let me know if you would like to know what's actually going on here. I assume that it's my regular viewers, but I don't know, and I can't explain what's happening if you don't tell me you want to know.
Hello.
So let's open up the terminal again, run this bad boy, and see if that heading 1 that we put in there actually worked. Oh yeah, it did. So we got a 1 here. For some reason, this first one didn't work. So we need to figure out how to fix that. But we are parsing a heading 1 anywhere out of the first level. Oh, what's going on, Tiff? That's my cousin in the chat. Respect. Thanks for showing up. Let's see.
Your cousin.
No, not that cousin. My other cousin. My
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I got all sorts of cousins. That was the one that runs the startup that I'm helping out with a little bit.
Oh, your smart cousin.
Yeah, the smart cousin.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so we got the headings figured out. Headings H1 through H6 are covered there. We could do a similar thing for block quotes, honestly.
True, we could.
Um, actually, I don't think there's. I think block quote is only a one thing deep. So the next one is list item. So list items are fun because according to the Markdown specification, I didn't want to open that up. I wanted to open up Firefox, except I already have Firefox open. I need to open a new tab and drag it into the window that everyone can see. Haha. So according to the, oh no, macOS is being weird on me. Let's try this again. Well, there we go.
Welcome to Mac OS.
And now I'm using this rectangle program that does weird things. It's a whole thing. Anyway, markdown guide.org, that'll do it. So according to the Markdown specification, for ordered lists, you can start them with any number. You can do 11111, you can do 183, you can do 1234, whatever. So I have to check until the first space to see if it's a number followed by a period. So I check until the first space, and then if the thing behind the first space is a period, then I check everything before that up to the new line for a number. Except it gets worse than that because if it could be nested and you can have any amount of white space before the first number. Following?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which means we need a state machine for this.
I mean, we don't really have to worry about white space.
We do. Because the numbering starts different, so indented numbered lists have to be cared for. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we could probably just move. Here's the move. Ready for this? Take this list item, move it into hard, because it requires a state machine.
Yes.
And the same thing with unordered lists. We can put that into hard because it also requires a state machine. Bold and italic kind of require state machines, but they're easier. Same with monospace and right. They're all the same. It's basically you start with a character or two, and then you have your thing, and then you end with a character or two. So you have to know when that ends, right?
Yeah.
So that's fun. So then these all require state machines, and then these all require like mega state machine 9000s. Oh, and we also have to do tables. And I may just leave markdown tables as an exercise to the reader.
Homework for the chat.
Yeah. You know what? I forgot to grab a beverage before I got going. I feel like an idiot. I'm thirsty.
You might want one of those.
Yeah, I'm going to be right back.
A brewski or a water or something.
Sorry for the interruption, viewers. I am back. And better than ever.
Hey, Nate.
Hello.
Are you wearing a Bucky's shirt?
I am, in fact, wearing a Bucky's shirt. Shout out to my boy, Bucky.
I'm actually surprised to recognize that.
Why would you be surprised to recognize a Bucky's shirt?
Oh, because I haven't seen one in like 10 years, dude.
I've not seen one in 10 years. But you don't hang out in the South very often?
Dude, there's like 10 Bucky's.
What are you talking about?
And
10
they're all
Bucky's?
in Texas. Texas and
No,
Georgia,
they're all
dude.
over the place, dog.
Are they really?
Yeah, man, they've been going crazy. Just everywhere in the deep south has them. Look at this.
Wow.
Look at this, man.
Okay. There's plenty then. There's plenty.
I mean, most of them are in Texas, but
Yeah.
I've been to a couple of these bad boys. Uh, this is some very important, pertinent programming information. Buck ease. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It littered. I guess Mississippi doesn't get Buc-ee's.
No.
But I've been up here. I've been here. I was hanging out in Tampa, and we damn near went to this one just on a day trip.
Funny. Oh, you don't want to go through Orlando though. Yikes.
Yeah. I was just in Texas, and I was staying over here someplace.
Hmm.
Specifically, let's see. I went down 360 and then on 20, so I was over here someplace. And I feel like an idiot because I should have went straight up here and then come down because I went from the airport.
Oh.
Anyway, shout out to Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's, if you need any software engineers, I'm pretty loyal to my company, but you know, you know.
Oh.
Do home office, employee service staff. Is there? I wonder. They have software engineering.
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Software. No, no. This is all. They don't have it. Well, it looks
Sure, you
like my
could
current
work
employer
at.
is in luck because Buc-ee's isn't hiring software engineers.
Oh, you could go work at Kroger instead.
Not going to work for Kroger. I don't want to.
It's probably smart. You don't want a union nut? Okay.
Don't want to work at Kroger. All right.
Oh,
So we got the Git heading level set up. So block quotes are done. Horizontal line. I think that one should be easy, right?
yeah, dude. It's just what, two slashes on the other side?
Yeah. So we're switching on current car, and iterating through it, right?
Right.
So I think we should probably just be operating on these by line, right? Because everything we've done so far works best operating on it by line. Maybe.
It's true.
I mean, how else could we operate on this?
Well, it's probably gonna have to be by line.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, within some of these, we'll have to still. Like, I feel like a lot of these, we're going to have to process the rest of the line anyway, right? So maybe we should. Maybe we should keep it as process line, and then we'll. Hmm.
Here he is. Let me grab the dragon book, eh?
The old dragon book. Also, when are you going
Yeah.
to come back on video?
Oh, I mean, uh, I could, but it's not good quality.
Uh,
See the inside of my Airbnb here.
oh shoot! I didn't even
Okay.
notice. We got a viewer on YouTube. Carlos Sands says, "Please explain to us simpletons." Well,
Okay.
Carlos, first and foremost, I watched the Twitch the entire time. I only occasionally click over to YouTube, And as soon as I hit it big, I'll be not replying at all to YouTube because I don't think I'll be allowed to. But so Twitch is the place to be. Anyway, basically,
This is
well, let me finish explaining this thing to Carlos here. So basically, what we are trying to do is, let's see. There's a lot to get to here. I have a blog that I have. This is one of my entries. Another blog entry. I write my entire blog in Markdown, and instead of using a static site generator, I keep it on GitHub because GitHub has a perfectly good Markdown parser. But people have complained. Let me see. If I go to my website, npmail.com, I click on blog. People have complained that this isn't a good UI for a blog. So I said, you know what? I will make a better UI. So what I'm going to do is port my blog to the digital video game console known as the Play Date, which is a fantastic video game console for playing video games and soon for reading my blog. But I don't want to rewrite my my blog post to work on the Playdate because that sounds like a lot of extra work. I'd rather just keep writing Markdown and have an app get spit out by GitHub Actions that that runs on the Playdate. I could have just shown the Playdate here. I have the device. It's fun. It's great. Anyway, so to do that, I need to write a Markdown parser. And the options for the Playdate are Lua and C. And Lua is going to have too much overhead because what if I write a really long article? So I want to do it in C. However, I don't know C. So I'm starting my C work by writing a Markdown parser in pure C that I can then use in the Playdate. So I hope that answers your question. Otherwise, the Markdown parser application is not too crazy. It starts out with a main loop that just opens up the test file I have. Of course, this will all be replaced in the when I'm publishing to the Playdate. But it opens up the test file I have, and then it reads all the way through it line by line, and then it sends it all off to the Markdown parser library. So the Markdown parser library is defined here, and I have a function called process line that is called on every line of the Markdown input text, and then it puts it into a data structure that is defined in Markdown parser / mdparser.h. So if I go to it, it's defined in this data structure, and that's all there is to it. Note, I don't know anything about C. We've learned, I don't know anything about C, but I know a lot about programming, and Lucky, my co-host, knows some about programming and is learning about parsers, and neither of us know anything about C. So we are struggling our way through this, and we've made considerable progress, honestly. In just one day, we got, 6 levels of headings. I mean, that's fantastic. Lucky, anything to add?
yeah.
All right.
Principles of Compiler Design by Alfred Aho. Read it if you want to learn about compilers, interpreters, and parsers.
Principles of compiler design. So let's take a look at that bad boy. Principles of compiler design. 1977.
Yeah, dude.
Wow,
All of
the
the
Green
code
Dragon
examples
book.
are in Algol, dude. I had the Green Dragon book. Yeah, I had the first edition, buddy.
That's crazy. Have they put out a new edition since then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. You know what? I might.
The newer one has code examples in C. The original one has code examples in Fortran,
Oh, this is funny.
Algo.
I was gonna pull up the Amazon of it. and you see that I was looking at razor kitty ears. I thought that'd be funny to put on my headphones, but I don't think they'll fit properly. Anyway,
Oh, that's too bad.
oh, and I have doxed my zip code. I might buy this bad boy. In fact, off screen, I'm just going to Amazon buy with one click. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, this is the reprint edition. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, we'll get that figured out. Anyway, but yeah, so basically to parse Markdown, it's a little bit more complicated than you would expect. It basically involves the entire process is writing a compiler, except instead of compiling, you do a lexing and tokenizing. You don't actually compile, but like lexing and
Yeah,
tokenizing is the hard part.
yeah. I mean, well, okay, okay. That's mostly true. Another bit of the hard part is going to be your assembler if you are compiling directly to machine code, right?
You're right. Assembly
Because then
is
you have to, but what you can do, like, because there's the whole issue of architectures and stuff.
yeah.
But I was thinking about this when I start building my programming language. When I build my assembler, I'm just gonna have three different assemblers, one for ARM, one for x86, and one for, you know,
That
and
makes sense.
basically it's just gonna check the OS, right? It's gonna import the OS, and it's just gonna point at that. I think that solves a lot of issues.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Um,
So anyway, so horizontal line in Markdown is one of the following things. It's either a dash dash dash, a underscore underscore underscore, or a what's the third thing? Is there only two things? Oh, star star star. So we need to check for any of these three things in a row and go from there, right?
Correct.
So we can probably get through this entire loop thing, right? We don't need this.
Right.
This feels bad, but I think we'll be fine. We'll get rid of this exit loop variable,
Although,
and we don't need the current char. We'll just do a if, let's see, line at index 0 is not equal to, of course I need to do this because we're writing C, is not equal to \0, null character. Then we can do actually we'll say if it is equal, then we'll just return and not worry about it. We can ignore empty lines. Kind of. Oh no. We'll have to handle empty lines at some point. And then otherwise, we will just switch on line at 0 for now, right?
right.
And then to handle the horizontal lines, we can do case, and then we'll do a dash, and then we'll do case star, and then we'll do a case, what's the other one? Underscore. And then what we can do Let's see. So a dash, an underscore, and a star could mean that this line begins with some bold. Could mean that this is an unordered list. Could be italic. And it could be bold and italic. Maybe we can't do it that way. Maybe we have to check the entire line itself. Like, the entire line.
State machine.
I don't want to do a state machine. Oh, no. All right. How do we do a state machine?
Well, let me see. I need to check the index here.
This is where it gets scary.
HIJKLMNOPQRS, right?
Sure.
We're looking for it.
Okay.
State machine. Okay, I'm in the wrong appendix. Parse tree, ordering, register assignments, reallocate. I'm just going to go to the Google. I think state machines are a bit more modern than this book.
I mean, I can go to Google.
Yeah, it is cooler when you open up a book that smells like old people and you can look for it. But
A finite state machine or finite state automaton, plural of automata. Finite automation or simply a state machine is a mathematical model of computation. It is an abstract machine that can be in exactly one of a finite number of states at any given time. The FSM can change from one state to another in response to some inputs. The change from one state to another is called a transition. FSM is defined by a list of its state, its initial state, and the inputs that trigger each transition. Finite state machines are of two types, deterministic and non-deterministic. For any non-deterministic finite state machine, an equivalent deterministic one can be created.
oh, dude, I'm looking at a state machine
Yeah?
right now written in C.
Is it, like, awful?
Yes. There's a good diagram on how they work, though.
Yeah, a state machine is like the type of thing that I've come close to flirting with, but I've never actually written before. So that's a little scary.
Yeah. In state map, motor, idle, stop, start, change speed. Wait, why do we need this again?
Because if we look at the first line, can't. If we look at the first character only, we can't tell if it's a horizontal line or the beginning of a bold.
Can't we just build a tortoise in the hare algorithm?
What?
Tortoise in the hare, it's like,
No, I know what the tortoise and the hare is. How would this be useful?
well, because we can just plug in similar aspects of a state machine to it without actually having to build a full-blown state machine. If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
No.
Because all the state machine really needs, right? Is obviously it needs its functions that you plug into it, right?
Oh, hold on. Shopness
basically
says, why C though?
Why not?
It's C because I want to do this on the playdate, and you can only program on the playdate in C and Lua, unless you want to do a whole bunch of work to get it working in like Rust or something. But I think honestly doing it in C is going to be easier. Because we're building a tree, and I don't want to try building a tree in Rust. That sounds hard.
Actually, I don't think that will work. We might have to just do a full-blown state machine.
Well, that's what we got to do. You could also peek ahead to determine which state we want to be in. Yes. Classic linked list in Rust problem. Indeed. Linked lists in Rust do not go to... They go together about as well as a linked list in Rust. It's the worst thing to do.
Just get gooder at pointers, dude. Hello?
By the way, after that last refactor, I want to make sure it still worked. It does, which is great.
Idle, entry, start speed equals 0, start test, acceleration, wait for acceleration, exit, wait, cancel, failed. Deceleration, what the? Why don't we just build a centrifuge instead?
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Vi centrifuge.c. All right. We'll want to import centrifuge void main spin while 1. Did I do it? Oh, it really didn't like this.
No,
It doesn't
no.
like
So
this.
you're gonna need
It
yourself.
doesn't like this.
You're gonna need yourself your struct. You know, you start with your struct. You're basically looking for your active, whether it's active or not. Your speed, right? That's pretty much it there. And then you have your different states in an enum, right? Idle, completed, failed, acceleration, wait for acceleration, deceleration, wait for deceleration, and max states, right? And you declare your states, then you map them,
All right, so we're going to
and
have
then
states like MD inside bold and MD inside italic and MD inside bold italic and MD inside what's that thing called? An unordered list, as well as MD inside ordered list. Also MD normal. Right? These are all states that we'll be in.
yeah,
MD inside code block. What else is there? I think we got a good list. And I should not be defining this in here. This should be defined in whatever.h. Actually, it shouldn't, since we're not exposing it.
right. Backticks. I don't know if that's part of the state machine. Would
We
it
wouldn't
need to be?
need it to be, because we'll just go from backtick to backtick, and that part will just be a what's it called? A thing. It'll just
block.
be a block. Yeah.
Just a child component. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's annoying, but not particularly hard. Oh wow, we're up to 7 viewers. I need to keep the viewers. I need to keep the viewers. Elite hacking, go!
You know,
The viewers are gonna love this.
they all love to hear all about the project known as Not Odd. Hey,
You know
everyone
what?
loves Not Odd for some reason.
Oh, I can't get this thing. You know what? There we go. Yeah, not odd is the hottest program that's come out of the Nate Stream Incubator program. So to find not odd, you just go to npmail.com, click on GitHub, and then click on repositories, then click on not odd, and then click on forked from Lucky GG not odd. Now this is the JavaScript module for you. Not odd ain't much, but it's not honest work. So basically what it is it is an npm package that will check if a given number is not odd, or if it's not even. It's got a simple and straightforward code base.
Anyone can contribute, really.
It's got a
quite
simple
easy.
and straightforward code base.
You might crash your computer if you open that.
How am I going to crash my computer? How big is it?
It's 2 GB.
It's got a simple and straightforward code base in which you can determine if your number is not odd, or if the number is not even.
Also, it's 40% written in Rust.
Whoa! Dawarla 6. Finally, I can find out if 2 is not odd or not even. Absolutely. I mean, it just keeps going. You know, what if you want to know if it's not odd? And
Exactly, dude.
it literally just keeps going. This is great.
No, it actually depends on not even, which depends on is even.
That's amazing. So this is, I mean, if you write Node, this is the package for you. Also, I am shocked that my computer is keeping up with this. This is some absolute pants on head nonsense. Sorry, not sense.
It's not nonsense.
Look at this.
Okay?
Look at it can't keep up re-rendering when I widen up the page. Like if I just go to my activity monitor, the memory being used by Firefox is 2.87 gigabytes right now. Some of that is that I'm watching the stream. Most of that is a single text file.
Also, the tests are written in Java. Concurrent Java, by the way.
Also, the tests are written in Java. Why is there
Concurrent. They're concurrent Java.
There's a VS Code settings file. There's a, of course, publish npm workflow. You need that. That's important.
This isn't implemented. This isn't implemented.
And then we have tests.
We're waiting on more.
So
pull
source
requests.
/test/java/org/example. You have main test. Should not odd. Throws IO exception, execution exception, interrupted exception, timeout exception. Scan out new session. Next line. Sort equals true. I mean, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also,
well, let's see. Let's
it
see your.
needs-
Wait, let's see the client. Oh wait, what the hell is this? Let's see the client that you wrote in Java to test this. Who is texting me? I'm streaming right now. Oh boy, free barbecue tomorrow in Iowa. I will not be there.
Exciting.
Let's take a look
Yeah,
at this main.java. I mean, this is truly one of the test suites of all time.
This is concurrent Java. Every time it runs a test, it spins up a new thread.
That's
And then
fantastic.
it runs the test, and then it kills the thread.
This is beautiful. I mean, you love to see it. This is the sort of things that you can expect out of the Nate Stream Incubator project. I mean, I contributed to it when it was but a wee tiny project that was only a few kilobytes long. And now it's up to 2 gigabytes of code.
And also, it's looking for contributors.
They are looking for contributors. Yeah, this was mine. I removed some dirty imperative code. This imperative code, yikes, and I replaced it with beautiful functional code. And then reformatted it. But I mean, this is a bustling project. I mean, look at all the look at all the updates just in the last couple of days. This is what the Nate Stream Incubator project is about. I mean, you still got a lot of issues, Lucky. What are you gonna do about these issues?
Yeah, that's for contributors. I opened up everything we want to work on. I'm hoping to get contributors on the project.
Yeah, this is good. Link Rust code into index.js.
Yeah, so the rest is already written. It just needs to be linked to npm.
Dwarla6 says, "Is this your attempt at bashing AI that learns from GitHub repos?"
Actually, it is my attempt to make fun of all the dumb stuff that's going on in the development industry. If you go to discussions, we have all our sit downs in there.
What is this?
Um, well,
Why is it using the .NET? What's the .NET framework doing in here?
so everything that runs through .NET. It's passed through C Sharp, and then it's given back to Node.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, so there's a DLL that you're including in the Git repository.
Yeah, well, Diesel is.
Diesel is a fantastic programmer. Also, someone, an active member of the Nate Stream Incubator project. Let's find. So we got Lucas, we got Diesel. I mean, Diesel, an active contributor to the Nate Stream Incubator project. One of his most popular projects, and one of the most popular projects from the Nate Stream Incubator project, of course, Freight. That's right, Diesel. I'm taking as much credit for this as I can, despite having written 0 lines of code in it. Also a fantastic project. Probably later on this week or maybe next week, we'll do a full walkthrough of Freight with Diesel and Lucas, the geniuses behind this project. This is unironically a very good project. This one's not a shit post like the last one. I have to let you know. This one's a good project.
There's actually contributions needed on that, particularly on the web team, because I have been too lazy to finish a website and too annoyed to fix certain problems with it.
Well, I mean, at least you weren't doing something stupid. You were working on an important project that is good.
Yeah.
Shotgun says,
I don't know.
Last one wasn't a shitpost though. Oh no, I'm not talking about this as the shitpost. This not odd is certainly not a shitpost. This is very useful. You know, a node module to determine if something's not odd, written in Rust, Java, C#, Perl, and JavaScript. Wait, where's the Rust code? I missed the Rust code. I didn't see that.
Build time. Oh, you need to see it. Go to build time.
Okay.
No, that's not it. Go back. Go back.
Build time. Source,
Go to build time.
Main.
This is amazing.
What does this even do?
It's just nested modules.
Why?
And then it's another implementation of not odd.
Why would you do this? Oh man, you see, if you contribute to not odd, you will have your face among the contributors here. I mean, lucky. I mean, he's the very man I'm posting this this show with right now. Fantastic developer, Lucas, very smart guy, responsible for all sorts of neat stuff going on, particularly in Freight and other places. I mean, Diesel, the head behind Freight. This guy, I don't know this one.
No, neither do I.
This guy. Now this is a really cool programmer.
MP and Mail, Nathaniel.
MP Mail, big respect to him. This guy,
Yeah,
no
great
idea
guy.
who that is. Thomas Rayner.
Yeah,
He is a senior security software engineer at Microsoft, who is also a contributor. I mean, so many real ones. I don't know who these other people are. But you can have your name among the greats if you come up with something to put into not odd.
Also, Linus was invited to maintain the project as well.
Linus Torvalds.
Yeah, he hasn't responded yet, but I think he's just playing hard to get right now.
Our pledge: do as thou wilt. That is the whole of the law. Why do you have a code of conduct? Who added this?
I did.
Fantastic.
It's we're a really good community. And our Discord is definitely legit. Oh yeah, we had the Boost software license as well, which is a really good license.
Fantastic.
Currently, like only 1.0.1 is supported on npm, and you can go use it right now.
The code base is haunted. So everybody get on to not odd. That's going to be important. I mean, it's truly going to go down as one of the repositories of all time. I tell you what. Anything else you have to say about this 2 GB index.js file?
Yeah, people should contribute to it.
Fantastic. If your
You know,
computer's
throw
big
up a
enough.
star.
Anyway,
Don't worry.
all right. What's the next thing to do?
State machine.
State machine.
Yeah, which I'm looking at right now, and dude, this is a tough nut to crack. I'll tell you what.
Well, we have some states defined. So then what we can do is just start building a state machine, and then we'll plug it in later, right? Why not?
Yeah,
Funk.
yeah, why not?
We don't have to say funk. We just say, I don't know, update state. We'll make this, I don't know, an enum machine state. I'm lost here, man. You're gonna have to help me here. We'll give it an action.
Yeah, okay. So you're looking for your current state. You basically just you can do a switch statement through them.
Enum.
Case this one, case that one, case that one, etc., etc., etc. Definitely gonna need that.
All right.
So there are 4 states that you're looking for as well. You might just want to put a comment in, right? The 4 states you're looking for are idle, start, change speed, and stop.
We're not doing that. We're
Right.
we're writing a Markdown parser.
Okay. Okay. So state transitions, we can handle that with a switch. Easy enough, right? So,
All right. So we'll switch on the machine state. We'll do a case md normal. Do an empty thing.
basically, yeah, you'll need states, you'll need the motor.
All right, screw that up a little bit.
External events, functions, state functions, I should say, rather, since we have state enums. We'll need to make a state map as well.
Okay.
And what that is that so your engine knows which state function to call by using a map. So it's a map that looks at. Honestly, you can just handle this in your switch case too. Right?
Oh, I've done this badly.
Because you could literally just have your switch, this case, this case, this case, and then pass in the whatever functions you need. You don't actually need a state map. State machine objects. We don't. I don't know. We're not going to build a motor for this, are we?
What?
A motor. State machines have a motor that controls the speed.
What are you on about?
State machines, they have a motor. It's called a motor. It's a module that controls the speed of them. But we're not gonna need to build one of those because we don't care about idle stop and change speed, right?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we don't have to worry about the motor.
I'm like too focused on trying to get this thing to like not be mad at me. And you're talking nonsense.
Nonsense. I am non-nonsense. Okay. Have you ever known me to make any sort of nonsensical conjectures?
Yes, all the time.
Okay. I mean, unironically, this is pretty much what we need. And
Okay.
then we just need to tell it what to do. No, don't remove the Eno.
It,
Don't.
I,
Oh, yeah, and yeah, remove that. Sorry.
it's not it's mad at me. Must use enum tag to refer to type machine state from arg2.
Yeah, it's because it's an arg.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, now it's still mad at me. So if I do enum, how did I do it in that other file?
I don't know.
I said enum mdadder get heading level and then the inputs. So this one I say enum machine state the thing. I may just be stupid. Why does this other one work? In a function. What if I just remove the argument? What? But oh, you know what? It was in the header file.
You're running ads? It's not very open sourcey.
Yeah, I'm running ads.
You know,
I'm trying to convince all my
the people
followers
at
to convert to subscribers.
the people at the Not Odd Foundation don't believe in advertisements.
People at the not odd foundation like being broke.
Well, as it turns out, the domain name is only 80 cents a year. So
How's it only 80 cents a year?
for the Not Odd Foundation,
Not
I wonder.
odd.org.
Well, that one's $2, and that's more funding than we have.
Well, should I could use my my Twitch earnings to donate to it.
True. That just means you need more subscribers, though.
Yeah. I'll have you know I've made $30.
Wow, that's impressive.
The vast majority of it was one viewer that I'm very thankful for. Moist Beef Noodle donated or cheered 1,500 bits. And then Twitch threw on an extra 150 bits.
Nice. Chippity says, type dev enum error equals -1 success warning. Status check. Status check value int value. That might work. Except we don't need the extra stuff. Just type def enum.
this should have done it, because this is what I do in mdparser.h, which is actually down here for my type def. So this should be type def enum machine state. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this. Okay. So I'm actually dumb. Anyway.
Anywho.
But yes, thank you, Shopmas, for reminding me of the type def thing. So then we will want to type def enum state update. And we'll call this state update. And then we'll call it thing. And then we'll take in a state update and we'll call it action. So then we'll switch the current state and then we'll switch on the update, right?
Right. Right.
So how does this get our Markdown parsed?
Yeah. About that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to handle each case. I had a thought on this, right?
Okay.
So in each case, we build out a function on what we want to do when it encounters a specific item, right?
Okay.
So what we could do, hypothetically, is we could just simply do this. Tag location +1, pointer +1. Does it have the next tag? Yes. Recurse. Does it have the next tag? Yes. Recurse. Does it not? Stop. Then grab the line, extract the line, bada bing, bada boom. Grab the line until you see the next tag, obviously.
What you just said was a series of words that I think you think mean something to me, but I didn't catch anything out of that.
Okay. Let me dumb it down for you, since you're in Atlanta.
I think you're going to need to smart it up for me, actually. Nice try.
Okay. Okay. So basically, here's the deal.
Indubitably,
right?
I find...
Good, sir. Here's the deal. All right. So you're going to come up in your line and you're going to hit one of your tags, right? You're going to hit, I don't know, an underscore, right?
Okay.
So then you're looking at the line, the position of the underscore +1 to see if it's at underscore again. Then you're going to check again, +2. You don't even have to recurse now that I think about it. See if it's there. If yes, then you search the entire line, you extract that line, you pull that out of there, use that into your data structure.
And you process the
right?
rest of the line. Yep.
Yep.
So all of this stuff I've done down here is an absolute waste of time.
Yeah.
Because we can just do that inside of the function we already have.
Yeah.
So we'll check the first character. And we will do a case. And we'll just worry about if we find an underscore first.
Right.
Then we'll do peek ahead 1, and we'll pass in the line. And then we'll switch on that.
Okay.
And the reason I want to do a function called peek ahead is because we need to do bounds checking.
Right.
Yes. So we'll do we'll return a char. And then we'll take an int, which will be called peak amount, as well as a array called, be a char array called input of length 500, which we need to deal with later. Then we'll do for int I equals 0. I is less than 500, which is a magic number that we're going to need to get rid of. And I is less than peak amount. And input at I is not equal to the null character. Right?
Right.
I plus plus.
I hate for loops in C. They're so ugly. Actually,
Conflicting types for peek ahead.
for loops are ugly in every language except Python. Change my mind.
For loops are... they don't do loops in Python anyway. You do for X and Y or whatever.
Well, no, you can do for I in range array.length or whatever. Or sorry, length list. Sorry.
So it sounds like you don't know. You're just making stuff up.
Well, no, dude, you can do a range in Python, right? And you can put in the 0 to the length of your list.
To that, I raise you loops in Rust.
Ooh, okay. What about the enhanced loops in C++ though? Those are quite nice. Released in C++ 21 or 20.
Why is this so broken? This looks so bad. I've done something wrong. Oh. Oh. Duh. Conflicting types for peek ahead. Peek ahead and we need to define peek ahead. We need to declare it, I mean. Non-void function does not return a value in all control paths. So then if we don't have a character, we'll do return a null character. Right?
Yeah.
Also, Shotmas, thanks for the car input.
Car input. I thought we weren't going to build an engine.
We need to subtract 1. Actually, we'll just process the... This is going to be difficult. No, we'll just pass it the entire line. And then peekhead 1, we'll find 1. And peekhead 2, we'll find 2. So peekhead 1, if it's another underscore, then we'll do something. And then if it's a null, that means that that's just the line, and we'll do something else. So if it's another underscore, probably a horizontal line. If it's a null, a probably a regular line. And then default case, probably, wait a second, no. If it's two of them in a row, then it's either a, what was it? And this is really tough to see. I'll just use Pape Changer to change my wallpaper quickly and easily. This is still tough to see, so I'll just use Pape Changer to change my wallpaper directory quickly and easily. We'll go with a desert. Still difficult to see.
Pape Changer.
We'll go with a dark wallpaper.
Yeah, hey, what is Pape Changer supported on, Nate?
What's Pape Changer supported on? Basically, it's any computer. I mean, it's a bustling open source project with new things being added all the time. And we'll let anyone contribute to Pape Changer. I mean, anyone. If I go to github.com/npmail/Pape Changer, oh, look at this. We let people like this lucky-GG guy, we'll let him contribute to Pape Changer. I mean, anyone's allowed to contribute. I mean, look at this. Look at that. I mean, we let this guy contribute. Insane. Anyway, to answer your question, it's supported on Windows, Mac, Sway, i3, XFCE, KDE, GNOME, Hyperland. One of these days we'll get these other ones, but I need to find someone that runs these Linuxes before I can do it.
Fair enough.
Anyway, so that means it could either be a horizontal line, a bold, or a bold and italic. So it's either a horizontal line, a bold, or a bold and italic. So we just nest this further in. Is that what we do?
Yeah. Well, no. We don't have to. Yes, we do have to.
I'm going to. Yeah. So then we'll do another switch. And then that'll be on peak ahead 2. And then if it's another underscore, then we'll do another one. Oh.
Oh, you broke it. Congratulations.
So if it's 2 in a row, let's see. If it's a space, call to undeclared. There we go. So if it's a space, then that means indicates a, what is this? If it's a space, then that means it is actually nothing. It won't be a space.
Right.
Because an underscore with a space means nothing. So we're just not going to worry about it. So if it's another underscore, that means it's 3 in a row. Which means
your line, buddy.
Either a line or bold and italic. So then we'll do another one.
Oh, are we writing AI?
This is an AI, actually, yeah. If nested if statements equals AI. So we'll peek ahead one more. And then if it is a null, then that means that was the end of the line, and then that means it's a horizontal line. Otherwise, default, it is a and the formatter will fix all this in a second. But if it's a default, that means it was something else, which means it's a beginning of a bold and italic. So we need to look for the end.
Yep.
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 And then we can format it all back to being reasonable. So we have that. So then either a horizontal line, a bold, or a bold and an italic. So we can get it to either a bold line or bold and italic. So the first one, let's see. Oh no. So the first one, the first peek ahead, if it's another underscore, then it's either a horizontal line, a bold, or an italic, or a bold and italic. If the next one is an underscore, that means it's either a bold line or a bold and italic. And the next one, if it's 3 in a row, that means it's a horizontal line. If that's the only thing on the line. Otherwise, it's a bold and italic section, right?
Yep.
Okay. So the next thing to do is worry about what happens if it's a bold.
Then we would do the case for the bold.
So we have the horizontal line. So this one's bold and italic or horizontal line. We got that figured out. So then just outside of this, we'll do case, not case, we'll call it default. And this one is just bold. I'm going to fill all of these statements with, I'm going to fill the terminal portions of all these statements with breaks. I think that's going to be
It's a
important.
good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Might want that.
This is pretty bad. So this default is going to be a break. This case 0
You know
is
what?
going to be a break.
You should just write a Python script to do it for you,
Default's
because
gonna be-
you in your blog you say you need to automate the easy things, right? The boring stuff?
No, boring stuff. This is fun.
Okay.
We may actually have to do something more powerful than a break. We may have to go to.
We will end up needing that state machine though later.
Yeah. Well, we need it now, actually. Because we have to, yeah. How does this make you feel?
I don't like state machine.
This isn't a state machine. This is a go-to.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Shotman says flag equals true, break if flag break. We've been over
That's
this.
for a do while though.
Actually, in this thing, we've been over the break thing. And the flag equals whatever. I don't know. This code is scaring
Yeah.
me.
We could do while false, right?
Yeah.
And then if
We wouldn't want to do while false.
true,
We'd want to do.
all
Go to is
true.
unironically going to be the best way to do this. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. My stream paused on a look that didn't look very good for me. Anyway.
Curious about this name Shopmas. Does somebody get really drunk on Christmas? Or is it a I don't want to ask questions.
The actual way to make this better is to move it to a function if you can. Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, dry.
Yeah.
Do not repeat yourself.
Well, this isn't a function. This isn't going to be a function to not repeat yourself or anything. This is just a function to reduce mental overhead, which I think is sorely needed.
Yeah, because we're dumb.
Oh, speak for yourself. How dare you, sir? Anyway.
Hi, man. My brain is cooked. I wrote concurrent Java today.
Yeah, I don't know
Out
why you
of
did
all
that.
all the languages you write concurrently, Java is not one of them.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It really was. Actually, no, right tool for the job. You know what? For the testing suite. For the singular unit test.
Let's just handle the horizontal line. That one's gonna be pretty easy actually now that we're in here. We don't need the line actually. We don't even need to screw with the stack. We just need to update the current inner length. And then we need to set the next one to the new node. And then break. Except instead of break, we want to use that go to. Oh. Vim moment. So instead of that break, we need a go to end. What did I call that? End. Call it something. End of switch.
End of switch.
Control P to autocomplete. That's not. That wasn't. Not quite. Anyway. I think if I. It's not what I'm. Type end and Control P. Control P. Thank you, shot miss. Anyway, damn, your plugin overrides it. Yeah, and if you notice, if I type in E, it shows all the stuff. So if end of switch isn't on this list, then that means I've screwed something up. And it's just doing it based on text in the buffer. It's not actually trying to help me, which makes sense that it wouldn't want to help me do this stuff. End of compound statement is a CX2 extension. Can I just put this here? You know what? I don't want a fancy goto. I can do the fanciest goto of all.
A break?
No, return.
Oh.
So we'll do, we'll open this test file, and we'll put an empty line second from the end. Triple underscore empty line. And it's an MD attribute 6, but it put text in there, which means we did this wrong. We've screwed this up. Whoops. MD horizontal line is number 8. We didn't get number 8. Why didn't we get number 8? We did pass. We get certainly reading that it's 3 underscores. You can see this.
I still want to know if this guy gets drunk a lot on Christmas, or where that name comes from.
Maybe that's just like a secret.
Probably true. Yeah, I see you.
So it should be attribute 8, but it's not. Underscore, 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 new line.
Oh.
There you go. Told you you didn't.
Well, that's unfortunate.
New Year's, on the other hand. Okay. All right. This guy.
Hey, there you go.
This guy gets it.
This guy's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole big thing, isn't it?
Why isn't this horizontal line thing working with the underscores?
Oh no. It should be working. Lunch, dinner with the family, and you party hard. Yeah. Lutefisk, eh? Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, what was that?
don't know. It should be hitting 8, shouldn't it?
Statement will never be executed. MD parser 5033. Oh. I just did that outside of a case. Whoops. So we're not getting that print statement. For some reason, it's not reading line 0 as one of those things. So let's gcc minus g main.c md parser slash md parser.c. Then we want to gdb a.out, and then we will run it, just make sure. And then what we want to do is put a breakpoint on line 40. No, line 40. We want to break on md parser.c line 40. Function md parser.c. Make breakpoint printing on future shared library load. No. Break on process line. All right. And then we'll run. And then we want to continue. We want to do this until we get to the line that has all horizontal lines, which is going to take forever. So what we'll do is we'll just edit testfile.md, do one of these right here.
Yeah, are we gonna do this in one time, eh?
So then we'll continue. That line only has those things. So then we will step. What was the thing to step?
Step. No, sorry, up
No, it wasn't
or down.
up.
In. Out.
No. No, I don't want to step into. I think it is just step. MD text current, stack index. Wait, how did we get there? And I equals 0. Line 0 equals that. Switch line 0. So then let's printf line at 0. Bad format. I did that wrong. Print line at 0. So that's an underscore. So if we step, should be printing 1. Okay, so it's mad at me. Okay, so I don't know why it's so mad at me. Oh, I should have done in for next instruction. I'm just going to run this again. We'll continue. Next. Thank you, Shotmas. Sadly, I figured it out too fast. So switching on line, print 1, peek ahead 1, break. So we want to print peek ahead 1 comma line. Let's let me run this function. Oh, so it got a nil. Why did it give back a nil? I should have just counted to 1 and then sent what we had, right? I is less than 500, I equals 0. I is less than 500, I is less than peak amount. Oh. That's probably what we want. Yeah. So let's compile GDB break peek ahead. And then we will run it. And I equals 0 for that. If I equals peak amount, or that, if I equals peak amount, return I. There we go. So now if we run it, then we should have what we want. Oh, there's our print that we were looking for. So it'd be like the second line or whatever. Oh no, we didn't get our empty line.
Uh-oh.
We still didn't get our 8.
You could use that. That'll be useful.
Yeah. But it did completely ignore it, which is a better sign. Because we didn't have any text in it. I think I may have just forgotten to drop it into the thing up here. So I made the new node, made the current inner length, stack index, text. I don't need to do any of that stuff. So I should only need to do this stuff. New MD text. Diesel says you're gay. Rude thing to say to someone.
After he just
Current.text before you make a new one.
literally after he just got done promoting Frey. It's really rude.
Yeah, I know. Diesel's a rude guy.
Yeah, apparently.
Can't cancel me. Yeah, can't cancel Diesel. What are we gonna do?
I guess we can't do anything.
But we are making it into this, which is good.
Yeah. That's a plus.
So we'll just break there. GCC, GDB, break, process line, run. We'll continue. If line 0, peek ahead. New node. So that should be right. Print new node. And if we go next, and then we'll print new node. So that's been made. And we'll print a dereference of new node. So it has text that it doesn't need. Its attribute is MD horizontal line. And its inner is empty, repeats 100 times. Perfectly acceptable. Big memory leak, but who cares? And then we will go next. Current.inner at current.inner length -1 equals new node. Current.inner length plus equals 1. That's fine. So we'll execute that. And we'll print current.inner real quick. So then we'll print current.inner at 1. So it's in there. Memory leaks are overrated. Just use smart pointers. We don't have smart pointers. We're developing this on an embedded system. I can't deal with the overhead. How dare you suggest something so stupid? I think this may actually be a problem in our printing directive, because this all seems to be working fine. So if we say inner 1, and if we dereference that, it is MD horizontal line. So what do we get when we go into our print function, main.c? MD text, attribute, text. And then for the inner length, we do that. This is very fun. My thing just died for a second. Are you back? Am I back? Hello?
Yeah, you're back. You're back. You're back.
Okay. I hate it when that happens, and I don't know what's causing that. And it only happens like a long time into a stream.
Who knows?
Like, I don't know. Anyway, we only have a few more minutes left. I just want to fix this bug and get the higgity heck out of here.
Oh, that kind of language on Twitch. Bad internet.
Not exactly.
Yes.
Attribute 0 text null, attribute 0 text whatever. This needs to be fixed at some point. Maybe we just don't worry about it. You think this is a good place to stop? I think this is a good place to stop.
Yeah, why not, eh? Yeah, I agree with that.
Good place to stop. Git push origin master.
Are you still using that?
I don't know why I did that. I think it was to be for a meme, but I don't think anyone cares. I don't think I'm as edgy as I thought I was.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for what?
The default's main on the newer versions again. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Check out. I don't know. I'm on TikTok these days, so check out my TikTok. Otherwise, have a nice day. Adios.